Hello guys, it's Frost. Today I'm going over your macronutrient split. If you want to be a macro merchant, if you want to track your macros, I don't really do it myself these days. If you do want to kind of hyper optimize your macronutrient split, this is the video for you. Let's go. So first things first, we're going to anchor your diet with protein, okay? And just real quick, protein sources, we want ruminant meat, beef, lamb, goat, bison. We want eggs. The egg whites, when they're cooked, are great protein, as well as the yolk has some protein. Raw dairy, that's a great source of protein. Animal food protein, we can go with lean fish that are low in PUFA. So this is things like mahi, snapper, cod, any lean fish. And then in terms of poultry, like with chicken and turkey, we want those to be lean as well. We don't really want the fat from anything but egg yolks, raw dairy, and then ruminant animals like beef. That's where we want our fat from. Yeah, so hopefully that just clarifies your sources. And I want to be looking at about 0.8 grams to 1 gram of protein per pound of ideal body weight. So if you're a 180 pound guy, you want to be 180 pounds, eat about 150 to 180 grams of protein per day. And that's your anchor, okay? So I do have a calculator. And let's put in my stats. So I'm about 180. I want to be 180. I'm like probably 14 to 15% body fat right now. Let's say I walk 5,000 steps a day and I don't train. Here would be about my maintenance. You can go down, especially if you're a woman, you could go down to 0.8 grams or even 0.7 grams of protein per pound of ideal body weight. But it's important to remember, protein is not just protein, okay? The flesh of the cow has all the B vitamins, vitamin C, it has heme iron, it has creatine. Like, we want the protein for more than just the muscle protein synthesis. We want the protein because it's packaged with all the micronutrients we need. This is very important to understand. The same thing that's giving you this 180 grams of protein from raw dairy, eggs, and red meat, that's providing all your micronutrients basically. In the sugar containing part or the fat containing part of anything, there is some nutrition, but the protein is the bulk of your nutrition. So you should be getting this every day. And hitting this much protein will help you stay skinnier, leaner, right? So even if you don't want to build muscle, this is going to help you stay lean because protein is structural. It's not really going to be oxidized or add to your body fat. It's just going to help you stay full, get your micronutrients in, raise your testosterone. It's going to optimize your hormonal profile, help you have good skin. It's so good. It's not overhyped by the mainstream. What is overhyped is that the mainstream doesn't recognize that protein is not protein. It depends where it comes from. That's crucial. So that's the first place I want to start. So hopefully you know where your protein should be now. I do, for men especially, I think the 1 gram of protein per pound of ideal body weight is perfect. So yeah, for me it would be 180. Next, we're going to dial in your animal fat intake. Again, we're going to also be eating fat largely from animal sources. There are exceptions. We have saturated plant foods like coconuts, super saturated. Those are nice. Coconut oil also uniquely boosts the metabolism. So that's cool. More detail in my school community if you want. We have things like macadamia nuts are not bad. We have cacao. It's not bad. We have some gray zones like olive oil. But generally, animal fat is where we want our fat from. I like to put people at the 30 to 50% range, okay? I think 40% of your calories from fat is perfect. Like, this would be a perfect split for me. 180 grams of protein, 170 grams of fat, 200 grams of carbs. That's for maintenance. This is perfect right here. This is great. Now, some people do better with 50% fat, and so pretty equal in terms of like calories between carbs and fats. This is also great. Some people do better at 30% fat. So maybe they'd have 90 grams of fat and 280 grams of carbs. This is also great. There's a range of about 30 to 50% of calories from fat. We have about 25% of calories from protein, and then the rest we fill in the carbs. And you can modulate the carbs depending on if you're cutting or your activity level. So if I was like aggressively cutting, maybe I could go something like this, or I could try for more satiety, I could try this and just reduce the carbs. This also works well for cutting. But at maintenance, I'll go back to maintenance. That's the general gist of things. So I never want to see, a good rule of thumb is your fats shouldn't really go below half of your protein in grams, right? So if you have 180 grams of protein, I don't really want to see the fats go below 91 grams. And this is not like the repeat focused people. You might see the fats going down like to here or even here, and we've lost the vision of peak health. Like, humans did eat a lot of animal fat. It's very crucial for so many things. But we also were thriving when we had carbs. So you don't want to be in this like autistic repeat split, but you also don't want to be in this carnivore split like this. This is inefficient. This is inefficient. Somewhere around here is efficient, because we do need fats every single day for our hormones, for our digestion, to release bile, for our skin health. Just like we need carbs every day to optimize our thyroid panel, optimize our hormonal panel, okay? Reduce the adrenaline and cortisol that we do see, especially acutely raised in a zero carb state. Give us more insulin signaling throughout the day to convert T4 into T3. Give us better performance in the gym. And also make the diet more sustainable, because we crave carbs so bad as humans, okay? And that's what I've, of course, was wrong on in the past. So yeah, 40% fat, I couldn't recommend a better starting place than something around 35 to 40%. I think this is great. I think 40%, this may be my favorite split right here. To put people on, to do myself, I feel like I have adequate of all the macronutrients just personally at this split. Some people feel fine here, as I've said. But yeah, that 40% split is so nice. 40% fat, 27% protein, 33% carbs. You should have, if you have a big training day, you can up the carbs a little bit. If you have a lot of muscle mass, you may need a little more fat, because muscle uses fat at rest. You can tweak things. The protein should stay consistent. If you're on a cut, you can reduce the carbs or fats a bit. They have pros and cons when you're on a cut of which one you want to remove. But yeah, I definitely don't want to see below really 150 grams of carbs generally for most people. And I definitely don't really want to see below 70 grams of fat. So those are kind of some general guidelines. And then you already know my take on protein. And I think you kind of know my sources. Again, with carbs, I like honey, maple syrup, and fruits, and then milk itself. And then all the animal products for your fats and proteins. That's what I would try out. See how you feel. Eat 2 to 3 meals a day. And thank you guys for watching. Check out the school community down below if you want more detail, more info. And yeah, if you want to learn more about this approach, it's all in the school community down below. I've gotten people great results. And I have different protocols if you want to heal your skin. If you want to heal specific health conditions, I have way more info there. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this helped you dial in your macros. And I hope you guys feel great with this approach just like I do. I'll see you next time.